and welcome back to our channel. Today, we'll be sharing our first ever trip to Nami Island, one of the most beautiful destinations here in Korea, especially during autumn. We've always seen photos and videos of this place, the famous tree-lined roads, and the colorful fall leaves, so we decided this was the perfect time to visit. We left Ansan around 10 a.m., hoping to arrive just in time to enjoy the afternoon light and peak autumn colors. But since it was the weekend, the traffic was pretty heavy. Poor Kyu was so stressed while driving, and honestly, it felt like the cars weren't moving at all at some points. It took us almost 4 hours, and finally, we arrived around 2 p.m. Finding a parking space was another challenge. It was so packed. We circled the area a few times before finally finding a spot. Once we did, we both sighed in relief. It was time to start our adventure. We headed straight to the port where everyone takes the ferry going to Nami Island. But before that, we found out there were actually 2 ways to get there. One was the zip line and the other was the ferry. Of course, Inkyu wanted to try the zip line. He loves thrill and adventure, but me, I'm scared of heights, so I told him, no way, I can't do it. He laughed but agreed, so we decided to ride the ferry together instead. Honestly, I was relieved. The ferry was calm, short, and gave us a nice view of the river and the island from afar. As soon as we arrived, the first thing I noticed was the crowd. There were so many people, families, couples, and tourists everywhere, all taking photos and enjoying the autumn scenery. Even though it was crowded, the place still felt beautiful and peaceful in its own way. The tall trees, the crisp air, and the vibrant orange and red leaves made everything look magical. We started walking around, taking videos and photos along the famous tree paths. It really felt like stepping into a Korean drama scene. we both realized we hadn't eaten lunch yet, so we went to a cafe we found near the center of the island. We ordered some drinks and chocolate tofu bread, which was really interesting and surprisingly delicious. It was soft, slightly sweet, and perfect with coffee. We decided to sit outside the cafe surrounded by trees and fallen leaves. It was so peaceful. Moments like this remind me why I love traveling, not just the places but the calm, simple moments in between. After our cafe break, we continued exploring. Nami Island is huge, way bigger than I expected. Everywhere you go, there's something new to see: art installations, cute shops, little gardens, and open spaces where families having picnic. saw the sky bike, it looked so fun but also scary for me. Of course, Inky really wanted to try it and I didn't want to miss out, so I said okay. So we went for it, the sky bike. You're basically pedaling on a track that's high above the ground, surrounded by trees and views of the island. At first, I was holding tightly because I'm scared of heights. I couldn't even look down. But once we start moving, I began to relax a bit. The air was cool and the view was stunning. The autumn trees looked like a painting from up there. Meanwhile, Inky was just laughing the whole time, enjoying every second of it. It was scary but also really fun, something I'll never forget. saw people riding couple bikes and I told Inkyu that's what I really want to try. It's been on my bucket list ever since watching so many K-dramas. So we rented one and honestly it was both hard and fun so we couldn't take a video. Balancing together while laughing and trying to move straight wasn't easy but it made us laugh so much. As the sun began to set, the sky turned orange and pink, matching the autumn leaves. We realized how quickly time passed. It was already getting dark, so we decided to head back to the port and take the ferry again. The ride back was quiet and peaceful. Everyone seemed tired but happy after a full day of exploring. Looking out over the water, I felt so content. It was our first time in Nami Island, and it truly lived up to all the beautiful photos and stories we'd heard. Getting back to the parking area, we were starving, so we went to a restaurant nearby that served grilled chicken cooked over charcoal. It smelled amazing, and when we took the first bite, it was so good. Crispy on the outside, juicy inside, and full of smoky flavor. We didn't talk much while eating, just smiled at each other, tired but happy. It was the perfect dinner to end the day. It was a long, tiring day, but honestly, one of the best. Even with the traffic, the crowd, and my fear of heights, everything was worth it. Our first time in Nami Island was full of laughter, adventure, and little memories that made my day special. It's definitely a place I'd love to visit again. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch more travel adventures with us. See you in our next vlog. Bye-bye!